Uncharted 4 Thief's End, a perfect way to say goodbye. Before I start my review, I have to say that you 100% must play the first 3 games before playing this one. Not to understand what's going on or to enjoy it, but to get out all of it you can, you must play those games. This is a love letter to the fans, a goodbye letter to the series, and it's beautiful. Uncharted 4 Thief's End is a much slower game than the trilogy. There is some cover-based shooting sprinkled through this 15-hour campaign, but just sprinkled. This game is all about storytelling and set pieces. I've cried playing games, but not as much as I've cried playing this game. And that isn't to say anything sad happens, maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. But either way, knowing this is goodbye, every artifact and picture crushed my soul. This is a bit of an origin story, how Nathan Drake became a thief, how he learned to do all the awesome things he does, as well as a full circle. A Thief's End introduces Nathan Drake's older brother Sam. I knew Sam was a thing thanks to trailers, and I didn't expect to care about him at all. But it didn't take long for me to care about him just as much as the other characters I've grown with over the past 9 years. Sam gets out of prison and comes to you to help him clear a debt, so you set out with him to find Avery's treasure. After a beautiful slow start, the hunt for this treasure is where it really starts to pick up and become the cover shooter we all know and love. But again, only sprinkled in. There's much more emphasis on stealth this time around, being able to take out enemies in tall grass. Having played the campaign on both Explorer and Crushing mode being first, I found that Crushing mode not only makes you die faster, but it also makes stealth in this game near impossible, as enemies have an immersion breaking alertness to them. I ran into many frustrating moments in Crushing difficulty that I never experienced in Explorer. But the main focus of this game is again the set pieces, the platforming. I've never been a fan of the Uncharted platforming mechanics. It's still no Assassin's Creed, but this is miles better than it's ever been. Throwing a grappling hook on the fly, sliding down hills for a boost to make a jump. It's exhilarating to pull off these jumps without a second thought. And if I did fall, I rarely ever felt like I fell because of the game. The fault felt much more on me than it did in past games. There's also tons of driving through beautiful locations. You can even hop out in these open locations to look for something I'm also not a huge fan of in Uncharted, the collectible treasures. I personally despise collectibles outside of open world games simply because, for me at least, they're the most immersion breaking aspect of any linear style of game. I'm exploring every cave and crevice not because I'm intrigued, but because there's a trophy for finding all the stuff. Meanwhile, the journal entries are done perfectly, as a lot of the time they are found naturally or within the Last of Us style environmental dialogue. Speaking of The Last of Us, the influence of that game really sticks out here, as the majority of the game you'll have someone with you to help overcome the many obstacles this game throws at you. There's also a competitive online multiplayer with a variety of classes to choose from, all having their own weapons and perks like a sidekick or med packs. There are some pretty annoying microtransactions here to unlock other characters and customization options, like alternate costumes and taunts, but thankfully you are able to unlock multiplayer items by earning in-game currency through matches. While Uncharted 4 may feel more like a 15-hour movie than it does a game, I still feel that this is a masterly crafted farewell to one of the greatest series to have ever existed. I give Uncharted 4 A Thief's End a 10 out of 10. If you played Uncharted 4 Thief's End, tell me what you thought about it down in the comment section below. If you haven't played it, tell me if you plan on picking it up. Thumbs up if you like the video, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and tune in Monday for first impressions where you find out what game we're playing next. Thanks for watching.
It's not fair.
Huh?
Doing the dishes, we take turns. Don't even think about not coming back.
I love you.
Same to you, cowboy.